Hi, I'm Tim Perry, Managing Editor of Multichannel Merchant. I'm at IRC 2014 with Kristina Kennedy, who is the Senior Director of E-Commerce at Big Commerce, and she's recently completed research on millennials that really can help get in the minds of some of these 20-somethings. Kristina, how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming aboard. You know, I said 20-somethings, but why don't you explain then what the demographics are of the research that you just did?
Sure. So we really looked at the current college student and 3 years after they graduate. So the age range we primarily focused on was about 18 to 26, so that we could really understand how that graduation event and really entering the market as a consumer really changes buying behaviors.
And speaking of that, there were 4 different behaviors that you looked at. And let's go through those one at a time. Kristina, how about millennials and social media? How do they feel about brand trust?
Sure. So the real tip here is that simply being on social media is not enough. 95% of the small business retailers that we talk to are on both Facebook and Twitter. And about half of them are on Instagram and LinkedIn. So the great news here, businesses are on social media. A little bit of the flip side that was maybe more unexpected is a mere 5% of millennials said that social media presence really drives brand trust for them or drives their decision to purchase. On the flip side, and this is the part that's really important, they said 60% of them said that hearing about a product from a friend drives that brand trust and drives purchase. So what we really see there is retailers need to get beyond just being on social, really connect the dots, and use social media to drive referrals and engagement.
What about rewards programs? I know for the 40-somethings like me, we use our cards everywhere. We make sure we have loyalty. What about the millennials?
Yes, again, I was a bit surprised to see this because there's so many rewards programs out there. What I more expected to find was that it was really crowded. Instead, we found rewards are really working. One of the questions that we asked in our surveys was around banking, and if millennials, why they were loyal to their bank, and the main reason was these cashback rewards. But then we said, how much money are you really getting cash back? And they'd say, oh, last month I got 23 cents, the month before I got 17 cents, and they were really excited about it. We were just shocked at how much we heard this. I think the real lesson there is that you don't have to overcomplicate this, and it doesn't have to be really expensive. Find natural ways to reward your consumers' natural behavior and steal from some of the big guys. You know, you look at Sephora, they've done a great job with this points, adding up your points to get a little free gift occasionally when you're in the store, and it's been a really popular program with their youthful customers.
Another one you talked about was rating and reviews. I know that's been a huge initiative for e-commerce retailers to have ratings and reviews on the sites. Are they being checked out?
Yep, millennials are about 5 times more likely to look at ratings and reviews before they purchase a product than older generations. So this might not be that surprising, but what we were surprised to find, only about half of small business retailers ever have checked a rating and review site for their business. So, you know, our advice, go on Yelp, go on Angie's List, go on Care.com, whatever site there is out there that really is relevant for your business, make sure you're checking it at least once a week. And then also consider embedding in rating and reviews right onto your site. There's a lot of apps that allow you to do this pretty simply, and it will really drive buying behavior.
Something of the, I would say, response time. Older generation, I'm sure, is sitting there on the phone saying, come on, get back to me now. And emails, you can only imagine in some cases, like how long it's taking. Are millennials are they cooler with that than other generations? Or?
Well, you know, there's a big kind of assumption around millennials that they're very impatient. All of our research showed this is a true one. Millennials really expect fast response. Growing up in the digital lifestyle, having very fast access to information and being able to self-problem solve means by the time they come to you with a problem and they're actually asking a business to help them, they've already attempted to solve the problem themselves, and they really are expecting fast response time. 70% of millennials said that fast response time when they have a problem drives high brand trust and drives purchasing decision. It was the #1 thing you can do to change the perception of your brand. And so what we really say for SMBs, make sure that they know that they can reach you. Be reachable on Twitter, be reachable on Facebook, by phone, by email. Give them a lot of channels, and then be transparent about how long it's going to take you. It's going to take 24 hours to respond. Make sure your customers know that upfront.
Kristina, anything else come up surprise about millennials?
Well, it's actually a really good question, and one of the kind of curious things we found is that millennials are altruistic. They do like brands that support their local community or that support a cause, but environmentalism just didn't show up. We were pretty surprised. We really tried to kind of push and figure out if green causes. But my advice would be, unless your product is intrinsically green, like you have an energy efficient light bulb, go ahead and pick something that's more local, something that impacts their everyday as the thing you're going to support that will really resonate with them.
Excellent. Well, Kristina, enjoy IRCE 2014, and thanks for coming by.
Thank you. It was great to be here.